Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Etude House Dreaming Swan Dare My Blooming Lips Talk lipsticks. These super cute lipsticks were released in the Dreaming Swan collection, which is in collaboration with the Australian designer Kerry Hess, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They come in this really pretty pastel pink matte finish lipstick container with the little white bow, and they have the most gorgeous ballet slipper and bow design printed on the lipstick casing on the inside, as well as a cute little heart, which I'm pretty sure you can't see on the bullet of the lipstick itself. These lipsticks are supposed to have a very silky texture that glides onto the lips and finishes with a powdery finish, which I take to mean that they are a matte finish lipstick, which I absolutely love because every time Etude House does a limited edition lipstick, it has glitter in it, and I hate glittery lipsticks because they really emphasize the fine lines on my lips. I think the packaging of this case is equally adorable as the Etude House Princess Etude packaging, but all of the Etude lipsticks have glitter in them, whereas these are all matte finish, which I definitely prefer. The Dreaming Swan lipsticks retail for about $8 to $10 US depending on where you shop, and I'm pretty sure most of them are sold out by now, but you may be able to find some colours online. So now I'll show you what they look like on the lips. So the first colour I'm going to start with is PPK 022, which is called J'étais Pink. This pink is the lightest of the three pink shades, and it has the most disappointing formula. It's really thick and it tends to stick to all of the flake or like lines on my lips, and even though I've only just exfoliated them with Lush's popcorn lip scrub, which is delicious, and I've used a really good lip balm, which is the Clarins moisture replenishing lip balm. This is amazing. You can still see a lot of lines and a lot of the like skin that's a little bit dry, but it isn't going to come off with the lip scrub. A lot of the other shades are much more flattering than this one in terms of formula, but this one is a really pretty shade. It's a really light natural pink. It's not a cool tone pink, it's a very warm tone pink, so I think it's really lovely. It's just got such a disappointing formula that I don't know how much use I will get out of it unless my lips have just done a lip treatment or something like that. It's not the easiest formula to pull off. The next shade I'm going to try is Arabesque Rosy. Arabesque Rosy is a really pretty mid-toned pink, and it's a pink that I would get a lot of wear out of because it's not too vibrant, but it's also not a natural looking colour, so it's a bit of a pop of colour. The formula is a bit more flattering than the J'étais Pink, the first pink that I tried, but you can still see that it does catch on a bit of the loose skin that I have, and not all lipsticks do that, but these have that sort of silky matte formula that does tend to emphasize dry lips, fine lines, or the flaky skin on your lips that you can't scrub off. I really like the colour of Arabesque Rosy, and I think I'll get a lot of wear out of it. The next colour is PK024, which is En Haute Pink. En Haute Pink is a really pretty sheer pink, and it's almost a little bit of a purpley pink, like a very cool toned pink, but it is the sheerest out of the 5 formulas, so when I applied it I did 2 or 3 layers. It is quite a flattering formula on the lips because it is a lot more silky than the other 5 formulas. It doesn't emphasize any dry bits or the fine lines in my lips, so it's a very flattering formula, but it is very sheer. I find that this one wears off really quickly if you're eating and drinking. Even if you're drinking using a straw, it'll still wear off really quickly because it is quite sheer, and it's not as matte of a finish as the other formulas. The other formulas glide on really silky and smooth, but they do dry down to more of a powdery matte finish, not a dry matte, but they still appear matte, whereas this one still looks quite glossy in comparison to the other ones. The next shade is OR225, and it's called Point Coral. Point Coral is a really flattering corally orange shade. I think it leans more towards orange than it does coral because I don't really see any pinky tones in this at all. It's very warm and orange. Just like J'étais Pink, Point Coral brings out a lot of the fine lines and the dry skin on my lips, which isn't very flattering, and it has sort of a chalky appearance. It's very pastel coloured as well, so it makes my skin look really orange and my teeth look a little bit more yellow than I would prefer. But it's still a nice colour, and it has a better payoff than the En Haute Pink, which is the sheerest out of the formulas. The last shade is probably the most unexpected favourite of mine, and it is the PP502, which is called Releve Purple. Releve Purple is a beautiful, cool toned pinky purple, and it's not too scary to use, which is why I initially thought that I really wouldn't like it, because the bullet does actually look quite purple. But I find this one really lovely and wearable. It's really flattering on the lips. It doesn't emphasize dry lines or flaky skin, but it has got a sheer formula just like on Haute Pink. I don't mind the sheer formula for this colour because it is such a different colour to my lips that it shows up anyway. But just like on Haute Pink as well, it doesn't last very long through drinking or eating, so you do need to touch up, otherwise you do tend to get the colour being pushed towards the outside of the lip, and then you have no colour in the centre of your lip. And since it is a purple colour, it is quite obvious if that happens. I do have to say though that Releve Purple is probably my favourite out of the 5 colours, second to Arabesque Rosy, which I really love as well. I think I'm going to get so much wear out of them, but I think all 5 colours are actually really lovely. The only colours that I probably wouldn't purchase again if I had the choice would be Jetée Pink and Point Coral, mostly because those two have the most unflattering formula for lips that are not perfect. And I know there are some people that have really gorgeous lips that don't need any care at all, but mine are not like that. So those 2 colours do emphasise gross lips basically, and that's why I don't like them as much as the other 3 colours. But I think the colours are really beautiful. They go really nicely with pale skin, but it depends. If you like a pastel lip, you'll probably love these. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment to like the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!